on your screen. We are back in your faces. Huh? I wanted to be gangster.
Flow FM TV.
Did I get it?
Of course you did. But you were touche. You were being touche. Like you were a Jabba gangster. You know.
Really?
Like, you know.
Should I do it again? Like.
Please be calming down before your husband will come for us. Say, oh, if I could dance on the floor, I'm worried if I can dance on the floor. But you know, she's a baby boo, Venus, you know, that's what she is. We ain't finna do no ghetto stuff over here, but it's the Spice right here on Flow FM TV. What's up? How you doing? The Spice. The Spice. Thank you for joining us on yet another wonderful edition. Here we're here to spice up your life, just like Baby Boo, the sensational one, will always say.
And of course, the queen of the airwaves, Favor. She's always here to add that spice.
If you know what I mean.
How was Valentine?
Oh my God. You're still in your Valentine spirit, though.
My sister.
I thought we're over this already.
We're not over. It is February.
Anyway,
we are going to Val until the end of the month.
No, somebody like you're valing.
I'm valing every day.
You're valing till the end of time. All right. So people like us, we apply caution.
No. It's allowed. You can.
You apply caution.
You can vow to.
No. You have to apply caution. You don't have to. Do it the way. If you know what I mean.
True. Last.
What are you doing?
You look hot. I'm good. But seriously, I need to deviate a little before we actually delve into our topic.
All right.
Have you seen what Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey have been doing?
My God, they've been tensioning. I had to get off the of that particular day.
Oh my God.
Michael B. Jordan, man. I've always known he's a sweet guy.
Seriously, it's like we're not doing enough. I mean, like.
Oh man, kill yourself.
Oh God.
You just die.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan is a rich guy. He's the sexiest man alive at this point in time. Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's daughter.
Yeah.
Right? So they both come from very influential
and affluent homes.
Exactly. Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan, steadily putting black men on the map.
Seriously.
Like, the young man is I'm happy for the both of them.
I am.
They're sweet.
I mean, for Valentine, he actually rented out the whole aquarium.
For her.
Flowers and all. And then, guess what?
Her stocks in
Hemis. Like, he invested in her future. Guys, these are the kind of gifts that we want. Invest in our future.
How far you now?
Okay.
Guys, how far now?
Okay. Should not do
this. You go buy shawarma, you go say how far come.
I'm not.
You will not come and say one leg will be here, one leg will be here. You need to fear God. Fear God. Now for the ladies out there that will be shaving their Valentine gifts, you can do better now.
Just somewhere.
How far now? Like you can actually do better. You all need to step up your game. This
Seriously.
is 2020.
Like I love the part that he rented out the aquarium, but then the stocks. In Hermes.
That's actually the icing on the cake for me.
That got me.
Her stocks.
Like, hey. But hey.
Let's even assume they eventually break up. Do you know what that means?
Yes, invested in their futures.
For somebody like that, I don't even think if I break up with you, I'm going to have like a hard time. I might have a hard time, but I'll be forever grateful to you for taking a step further to invest in my future.
But I hope all of these things that they're doing is not for clout. Like it's real. Like there is love and all.
I feel like it's real.
Please.
Sometimes when you look at people's antecedents, for somebody like Steve Harvey, who does a TV show and talks about relationship, if you look at his marriage, you'll know that he has a successful marriage. Like Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey are people I actually look up to. Right? I've listened to Steve Harvey on several occasions talk about marriage, so he knows what he's doing. And Michael B. Jordan, I feel like he knows the daughter of whom he is dating, so you don't need to fuck up.
Try him now.
Like you don't.
Steve Harvey will come at you with.
So you have to step up your game. You see the way Steve Harvey treats the wife now, so you can't treat the daughter less.
Okay, enough of the Harveys and the B. Jordans of this world. Let's just move on to what we have today. Now remember,
Michael B. Jordan, let's look
he's on his way. He's on his way. He's on his way. Come on, now remember that we talked about pornography one time.
How to quit porn addiction.
Yes, we did talk about that. But then something in pornography is masturbation. So how do you actually quit masturbation?
So that's what we're talking about today. We want to take a look at some of the side effects. the ways you can actually stop, just in case you want to. Not like you want to, you have to.
Now,
right?
you might be thinking, masturbating, like it's touching your,
Even your pleasure.
yes,
All by yourself.
you know how you're playing, put your hands on my shoulder, and you're touching yourself.
But in this case, you're not putting your hands on
On
your
the
shoulder.
shoulder.
You're putting your hands in
Everywhere.
your coochie.
You're fondling your boobies, you're
You know?
using soap to do your
Hey.
pee-pee,
Oh my God.
in a buncha, you know, all those things. Yeah, yeah, you're doing all those things. You spend so much time in the bathroom. You actually even create time for masturbating. When I was researching, I saw the part someone said that they even write calendar.
On the calendar, the day they pleasure themselves.
Exactly. Some people use sexual objects like the dildo, and they use a lot of other things to actually pleasure themselves, but then they're not actually having sex with somebody. They're actually having sex with themselves. Yeah.
Ideally, sex is meant to be enjoyed by two persons. So when you take the initiative to do that all by yourself, I don't know how, like, the whole essence of sexual intercourse is defeated. Because you're meant to enjoy sex with somebody, and the worst thing that can happen to you is to get used to masturbating, touching yourself, and all. I think that is the worst thing actually that can happen to you sexually as an individual. So on the spice today, we want to look at some of the side effects. Even though some people argue that there are no side effects, but yes, of course there are side effects. We want to talk about it, and I want to believe that there are a lot of people out there who want to stop. I've been on the program the other day, and somebody sent me a text and pleaded anonymity and told me that he is above 30, he has never had sex, and he has been masturbating for as long as he can remember, right? So I want to sort you out on ways you can stop masturbation.
So we'll look at the effects of masturbating, and then we're also going to look at how you can actually stop masturbating.
Definitely.
Now, one of the effects of masturbating is the fact that you would skip out on your chores, you skip out on work, you skip out on a lot of things just because you want to make out time for masturbating. Masturbating is already in your brain. You're already telling yourself, okay, I'm going to masturbate in the next 2 hours. Or you're working and you're thinking of how you're going to just pleasure yourself in a very few minutes, and then you leave what you're doing, you leave that project you're working on, and then you look for an enclosed space
to do your
just
thing.
to pleasure yourself. You go to the toilet if you're in the office, or you go somewhere very secret, private, nobody sees. You do your thing, you come out, you're fine. It's wrong. First of all, it will make you not to meet up with whatever you're supposed to meet up with. You will be lagging behind because you've already spent a greater part of your time masturbating, so you will not finish work. So when you're done with masturbating, work suffers, and at the end of the day, your bosses might shout on you. You might get queried for missing work, not knowing that it's your fault. You'll be thinking it's your village people, but now you do yourself.
All the busy now and you're something.
That's the thing.
And you're anyhow, especially when you're doing it by yourself. So, moving on real quick, another thing about masturbation that is really bad is that it somehow affects your sexual life. When you eventually meet up with it, you hardly stay in a relationship.
Yeah,
it's hard for anybody to satisfy you and meet up with your sexual expectations, because you use a lot of things, like you satisfy yourself. So you've put yourself on a pedestal that if somebody comes into your life and fail to meet up to that, which is in most cases difficult. So if they fail to meet up to that, it might affect, the synergy and how romantically involved you two are supposed to be. So apart from what she said, the fact that it affects your work and your chores and all of that, it takes a serious strain on your sexual relationship with your partner.
And something,
you don't feel sexual urges anymore. You don't, your guy or your girl touches you and you just don't feel it until you pleasure yourself the way you want to be pleasured before you can be okay. So it's a no-no.
Probably your partner will now call you a 2 seconds guy or a 1 minute man, not knowing that because you've been doing 1 minute with yourself in the bathroom, you're now doing 1 minute in the bedroom too.
You know,
so it will destroy. It will fuck up your sexual life.
You won't even enjoy it in the first place. Like you're savoring the sweetness of a woman's vagina.
Why we
not even
saying this?
You're not even feeling anything. You're messed up, but you don't even know. And the earlier you start trying to fix yourself, the better for you. Seriously. And for the women, no amount of ngederegu we go enter that place that will feel like anything to them because they already have an
finished putting everything inside there.
Like you don't feel sexually attracted to your partner.
You know how they have different sizes of dildos?
Oh my
They have different sizes.
Honestly,
so when you're using doable. 18 inches and then you're tired of 18 inches, you're now gonna buy 24 inches.
Yes. And now your man is like 10 inches,
10 inches.
or 12 inches.
He will never hit the spot.
He can't. The spot's not enter inside.
He don't go inside.
You don't use dildo, push and push and push and
so now you are giving the man work. You'll be telling him deeper, deeper. The man's like, I'm already inside the ground.
Deeper, deeper, deeper in the love of Jesus. That's how deep you should go. That's how deep you should go, my dear.
Another effect of masturbation is the fact that it affects your self-esteem. Now imagine yourself pleasuring yourself, making yourself feel good, but then you cannot make a woman feel good. Or as a woman, you cannot satisfy your man because you pleasure yourself. How do you cope? Your self-esteem will be in tatters, I tell you, because you're already thinking, I cannot give this man as much pleasure as he wants, and he will go out and you go and look for another person. Or I cannot even confidently talk to this woman because I already have the picture in my head of how I make myself happy and how I pleasure myself. Your self-esteem will be in tatters. You will not have any self-esteem at all. When your partner actually says, okay, so we're going, did I even say we say let's have sex? No. When your partner tries to initiate the sex, you're always wanting to run away.
Yeah, apart from wanting to run away, normally when you want to have sex with your partner, when you're passionate about sexual intercourse with your partner, there's this moaning, like, but
you're ready you're moaning on your own.
But then again, some of them even try to fake the whole sexual pleasure and all, and it's just not working.
And I hear a lot of people actually fake orgasm.
Of course they do.
Like they just go,
so you just
like you start a car, then you off the engine.
So you just get off them, so they do their thing.
And then their mind will be like, do. That's in their mind. They're like, do come off my body, do come off my body. And then when you're done, I go, and I'm like, did you enjoy it? I had.
Of course I did. Yes,
it was heavenly. So another effect of masturbating is the fact it causes irritation, soreness, and when we say skin irritation, this has to do more for the guys.
Okay.
Now the fact is that as a guy, you're rubbing your penis, rubbing.
You could even apply some things that might cause your skin to get it.
So all these things affects your skin. So in as much as you're getting pleasure from what you're doing, you might have breakouts. You might have skin irritation. Before you know, you pour water on that particular part and it will pepper the hell out of you because you have been doing. So think about all of this.
For the ladies, I think some of them just put their hands on anything they can put their hands on and apply just around their vagina to make the whole area wet and all of that without getting
I saw 1,000
the right lubricant.
1,000 ways to die and yeah, but now the carrot wasn't a smooth one, so it had like some rough edges.
Okay.
And then the carrots went to carrot, and that's how she died. 1,000 ways to die. Like, they always show you crazy things. Yeah. So
somebody has sent me a video clip of a lady that was masturbating with something and the object broke in her vagina. They had to take her for surgery. You see the way she was groaning and shouting.
How's she gonna explain to the doctor?
It was really hard. Not even a dildo. Like, I don't know what she was doing. So all of these things, you actually stand a risk of inflicting pain and injury on yourself that might take time to heal. All right, so applying stuff that you're not supposed to apply. Some people don't know that there are kinds of lubricants that you can use. They tend to just maybe use groundnut oil or just use anything.
When you go to the doctor
oily.
to tell the doctor, how would you explain to the doctor?
Sir,
I was. Then the thing now, you won't even have any word.
Like the video of the lady I saw,
describing it.
this kind of a thing, if you're in pain, you just what you're thinking of is how to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
And as they're asking you anything, they're asking you.
You're just answering.
You have to answer because your life is at stake.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But it's crazy though. Moving on, we want to discuss some of the ways that you can overcome masturbation. All right, very important. These are some of the side effects. For those of you who don't know, you've been doing it or you probably just started. The better you stop, the earlier you stop, the better for you. Okay.
Seriously.
So let's check out some of the ways you can actually quit masturbation.
Now, one of those ways is avoiding pornography. Now, remember in our last edition when we talked about porn and how you can quit porn and the whole addiction. Yes, you know, watching porn actually leads to you masturbating because of all the whole hormones and stimulation
arouses you.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to get it off. So you now get off. You get it off. So now when you're done getting it off, how do you feel? So first of all, stop watching pornography. Stop it. Don't watch porn again. Don't watch blue film. If the devil say watch blue film, tell the devil I'm not gonna watch it. Okay, get the behind me. That's a joke anyway. But then stop watching pornography. We told you that you should remove all those sites, clear your bookmarks, clear all those things on your internet, your browser history. Do that. This is a computer age, and we know that we can get material from anywhere, but then try as much as you can to avoid all those things that will actually lead you to getting porn material, because if you get porn material, you will masturbate. There is no two ways about it. You watch it, you see them fucking, you want to fuck, and then you decide to get it off if there's nobody available for you to fuck. You get it?
I like the way you say fuck.
Oh god.
Mr. Example, you have spoiled our gear. Ever since she got married, the word fuck, where she has been using it. Hey, there's problem.
Oh my god, baby!
What's up? You want to fuck? Oh my god! All right, that's how we goof around right here on the Spice on Flow FM TV. We're talking about masturbation, right? And the need for you to stop. Why staring at me like that? If I blow you. Okay, so one of the ways you can actually ensure that you get yourself out of this very unpleasant situation, masturbating situation, is to seek professional help.
Yeah.
We live in a dispensation where everything has been made available for you on social media. You can get professional help on social media. You can get a therapist on social media. You can even speak to a doctor via the internet without having to meet them face to face, right? Unless, of course, it warrants you having maybe a physical examination and all. But you can interact with a doctor. They find out what's going on with you. They give you medication, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So social media and the internet actually made everything easy, and that includes getting professional help. I'm actually hinting the social media thing because a lot of people might find it difficult, meeting a therapist face to face to talk about their sexual challenges and maybe their guilty pleasures and all of that. So if that is the case, and given the fact that therapy is not what people prioritize around here, right? But I always say, like, it is cool for you to get help at any point that you need it. And sometimes opening up to family members, it's difficult because of fear of being judged, right? Opening up to your pastors, maybe your close friends and all, you don't want to do that because you know that eventually they will. Exactly. You know that they're going to talk about it and use it against you. So that is why people go back into their shell and tend to continue with whatever it is that they're doing. But that is not the best way to go. Seek professional help. At least hear from somebody whose job it is to hear you out and to help you get out of any situation that you have gotten yourself, masturbation included. All right, so link up with one of them right there on the internet. And just, it's always a gradual process. It might take you months, depending on how fast you are to effect those changes and all. It could take you a year, it could take you weeks, but whatever it is, just start. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step.
Oh, yes.
So that's a great way to stop masturbating.
Seek professional help.
Yes.
Well, another way for you to stop masturbating is for you to stay active. Stay active, be busy, do something with yourself, do something with your hands. When I say do something with your hands, I'm not saying masturbate. I mean do something with yourself, do something with your hands, be on the move, be on the go. You know, you're always busy. When your mind is filled up with activities that you're supposed to do, with errands you have to run, chores that you must take care of before a particular time, my dear, by the end of the day, you're so fagged out that even masturbating would be like the least thing on your mind. Even when you remember masturbating, probably one day, 20 years later, when
maybe even if it comes to your mind, maybe it comes in the middle of the day when you're busy
and you're like,
doing something. Talk about this saying that an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah, so stay active, be on the go, stay active. And staying active has a B. The B is be around people. When you're active, be around people. Even when you're not active, be around people. Don't be alone. When you are alone in a room all by yourself, you look left, you look right, nobody's looking at you, and then you decide to.
Maybe it might be difficult for you to be with people all the time, but minimize your alone comment, your alone moments. Yes, right. Minimize your alone moments. Yes. If you stay alone most of the time, you could decide to minimize it by, say. You could just stay alone like 20% of the time or 15% out of 100. And
if you live alone, do things that will actually engage your mind. See a movie, not a blue thing. See a movie, watch documentaries. That's one way to go about it. Get yourself busy in the house because you live alone. Cook, wash, clean. If you've cleaned, clean again. If you've cleaned, again and again and again. But just make sure that you're busy, you're doing something. And at the end of the day, you see that your mind is off masturbating. You're not even thinking of masturbation anymore because you have so many things to do. Try it. It works.
One would think, how long will I keep doing this? How long will I keep being around people and all? But the truth of the matter is, it happens for a period of time. And at some point, you now realize, oh, I don't even masturbate anymore.
Yeah.
You just, out of the blues, come to that realization. You get to that point where, whether you're alone or you're around people, you don't think about it, you don't do it anymore, and all of that. So you just have to discipline yourself enough, to do all of these things that are required in order for you to stop. It takes
a conscious effort to actually do these things. First of all, you have to tell yourself that I want to stop this. Because you need to, if you don't talk to yourself, nobody will talk to you. If you don't realize that you are sinking into a very deep hole and nobody will bring you out, nobody will help you. You have to help yourself.
You will be on your own.
On your own. Oh, why you? Oyo? Do you want to be on your own?
I don't think so.
All right. So another way to actually stop masturbating is
exercise. I think you have to engage yourself in terms of exercise.
Physical exercise.
Exactly. Exercise for a lot of people is therapy. Apart from masturbating, you could be going through some things in your life, and once you hit the gym or once you get out every morning to go exercise, like, it finds a way to knock you back into shape. It finds a way to, just help you get your sanity back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get the point now. So if you're masturbating, exercising might be a very good way for you to start. Every morning, ensure that you leave the house. There are some gyms that open morning and evening. So before you go to work in the morning, you could just go do maybe a 30-minute workout, as the case may be. Or if you can't meet up in the morning, maybe you come back in the evening. That should be the last thing you do before you retire to bed. So it's still all part of ensuring that you engage yourself. So once you do all of this, you find out that at some point, masturbation becomes a thing of history.
Yeah. And finally, wear extra clothing at night when you want to sleep. So you're used to sleeping naked. You like to just jaye whenever you are sleeping. Because you live alone now, nobody's sleeping in the house with you. You are the only one in your house. So you decide, okay, I'm living alone, I'm sleeping, I don't want to wash my nightie. You now sleep naked. Bah. No. Don't do that anymore. Now, now wear extra clothing when you sleep. Okay, wear underpants, wear underwears, you know, wear your nightie.
I'm gonna
because
ask you, what if the weather is hot?
if the weather is hot, you are trying to stop something, remember, so you just I say churches to it's yeah, I mean. So what am I saying in essence? When you're naked sleeping, your body, your skin, your genitals, they rub together, right? It gives you that sensation of ooh la la. Now when you're dressed, when you're wearing clothes,
what did you do so yeah.
when you're wearing clothes, you don't have that ooh la la sensation anymore.
Okay.
No, you just have that. Okay, exactly. You have that sensation of my skin is rubbing on something. So not your other skin, like your skin rubbing on skin. No, your skin's rubbing on clothes, rubbing on material. So you're not feeling anything. That's one way to also avoid masturbation. It will actually help, and in the long run, you might get used to wearing clothes to sleep.
Okay.
Think about it.
I don't think I'll get used to something like that.
You might get used to it.
No. I can't, man. The weather around here is crazy.
But don't worry. When the weather is cold, wear extra clothing.
Extra, right? When the weather is, I don't.
Even if it's hot, remember you have a goal. And you must achieve that goal.
That's for those of you who have goals, man. Like,
the spice is here to spice up your life.
Most
That's
definitely.
what we do.
And this is what we have to draw the curtain here on today's edition of The Spice on Flow FM TV. We forgot to tell you.
Do well to subscribe. Yes. Just subscribe.
And also like. It is very important. That way we get to know how you feel about this our amazing video.
And then make sure you follow us on all our social media handles. Flow949 FM. That's on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And then don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. Very important.
So till we come your way next time, I still remain Favor, the queen of the airwaves, and this of course is
Venus, aka Baby Boo, the sensational one.
Mrs. Zengwa.
Bye.